Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your daily AI news, where we work to demystify the latest advancements in artificial intelligence and explore how they're reshaping our world. The idea is to learn from what we're messing around with and have fun either with us or at us. I'm Noah McDonough.
Hey y'all, Rick Ninja here. Glad to be here once more.
All right, so we got lots of headlines to kind of pile through here today, and Rick, I think you're up first.
Do I? Alright, so let's get started. And this is great news. Uh, unless it doesn't happen. Okay, so I believe those who are engaged in AI in extent are aware of the something came out here. Are let me see. Excuse me, guys. Yes, now
Yeah,
it
we
seems
can
that
see
it's, we are in the right spot. Perfect. Are aware that today we're gonna have Grok 4. So you know where I do not see that, and I talked about that before. I just don't think they are updating their website. It's on the x.ai news. That's right. Grok website does not show any news about the Grok 4,
Hmm.
but they have not been updating this. I talked about this before. It's going to be interesting to see once they come back full force to update their website. If we go, because the website is really nice, you can use Grok over here, and we have a bunch of information, nice interface, easy to move around, very creative. Uh,
You think maybe they're relying more just on X.com for updates and
um,
everything, as
I'd say
opposed to the website?
they might be working hard on different things. That's simply what I would say. So
Okay.
yeah, and definitely working on the more on the um, X itself. That's true. That's a good point. But no reason to leave this one behind. And I feel like once you have Grok, like if you have the possibility of AI developing content, um, how long does it take for us to have AI developing only not the news, which Grok does on the X, and have it generating the news and also generating like the images or whatever other resources you have and just posting in the website, right? So I don't think we are far away from that. I do think they do have the technology. It could be just an application of the technology in this direction. I do think it's a very good idea for automatization as long as the aesthetics is good. So I know they have an interest and they have a taste for aesthetics. So I do think that if they do that, it's gonna be a huge, huge advancement. So okay, so where can we find that new? And I'm gonna open the other. Don't bother to change the screen because I'm gonna open the other one. Just want to make sure I'm in the right X post. So here is post Elon Musk. Grok 4 release live stream on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific time at XAI. So this XAI is the XAI within X, right? And this is, it was July 7th that he posted that. Today it's the 9th. And 9th, it's so interesting where I come from. When we order the month, we order
Hmm.
May 7th,
Yeah, it's more logical, right? You
right?
do you do
How do you guys do over here? Is
you,
the
yeah, we do month first and then day, so we go medium, small, large.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that he chose the ninth to make it a 69. I'm not saying that, but it's just good, interesting coincidence. And so we have here Grok 4 release live stream on Wednesday at 8 p.m. And man, hey, 8 p.m. today, Noah, I do have this commitment. I might watch this if I can find the live. I hope I find the live stream. Here we have his post, and what I searched was the possible capabilities. So I do, and this is a personal view, uh, that Grok has huge potential I think that if Grok kind of reaches and that I for my day-to-day use with AI, if Grok reaches like flow video and content generation, for me that will be already excellent, excellent. Like it gives it's more precise. It gives the creator more control over the content he's creating. So I do feel like this is going to be already a huge advancement. And from there, they can have gather ground and advance towards new things. I do not see personally something crazy that they're gonna bring if they're and it's just like a race, right? You don't win by like a few kilometers. You win for a very small amount of advantage. So if Grok can at least reach them at this moment, I'm gonna be satisfied. If they can surpass them on that video, audio, so on and so forth generation, then I already gonna be surprised about it. So what I have here, potential features, and I'm just gonna go through this. There are not too many. I asked just for a few. So Grok 4 is anticipated to be a significant upgrade over Grok 3. There are some elements that they might definitely be huge for those who are aware of the more technical elements. So Grok 4 is like this amount of times faster, this and that, and that's great, right? So significant upgrade over Grok 3 with a focus on advanced reasoning and coding capabilities. Key features include advanced reasoning, improved logical consistency, and first principles reasoning, building on Grok 3's Think and Big Brain modes. All right, and a specialized coding model. So Grok 4 Code. So it seems like code it's a big thing for AI. I don't know if I repeatedly see that, but it seems like it's a big thing for AI, which it makes completely sense. And so a dedicated variant optimized for developers offered enhanced code generation, debugging, and integration with tools like Cursor and native code editors. Modeled after Visual Studio Code, this suggests a move toward agentic coding. I do feel like agentic is going to be kind of the big thing in the next 6 months. And when I say the big thing, it's like for a person like me, which use for the simplest things possible, I would say, where AI autonomously assists in development environments. That's cool. So I tried a couple years ago. I developed my own business's websites, and I used Vistaprint, which was more like a kind of similar to an editing, oversimplified, but the outcome was very good, was sufficient. After I work with the Wix, I really enjoy Wix, and that's one advantage. Like you can take a picture of a page on Wix and just kind of ask, "Oh, develop the code for this or that." So that's excellent for those who want to work on their own website. And on my view, this is like the basic use of it. So this suggests, I just read that one. So multimodal, and if they are not generating the full website, right? So I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do that. Multimodal support, this is a big thing, and I do hope they bring those elements, which is initially text-based with vision and image generation capabilities expected soon after launch. So we are not lunch. I'm thinking of pizza already. And initially, and somebody said that there is a possibility of video. Hopefully so. Let's see. We're going to be able to see. And so multimodal support, initially text-based. Let me just see. I had an insight. I want to see if I remember what it is. With vision and image generation capabilities expected soon after launch. Yeah. So let's see how that goes. The insight might come. I might remember a little bit later. Context window, 130,000 token context. So just like I said, this is going to be just reaching out what others have already developed. He announced, I believe it was yesterday, that now Grok develops 4 images at a time. Their images is pretty fast, like they are close to Mid Journey. One thing that it needs to be improved, therefore they're going to reach there, is just the control, right? So, for example, if I type, I was doing this work of like different species of animals. So if I type create a donkey, sometimes it would create a chicken. So like this sort of thing, if you want to create something that it's gonna develop something better than the whole human corpus of knowledge, or if that's kind of the wording he said, you do need to differentiate a duck from a chicken, or differentiate a how can I put here the examples I had, a black howling monkey from an orangutango, right? So those things are important. And so those are my views on this. Let me go back to my camera here. I'm really excited to see the 8 p.m. live show. Hopefully it's easy to find. Hopefully it's going to be just right there on their page on X, XAI, at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So those interested, you guys are all invited.
Yeah, I'll be wiring in definitely tonight to check that out. Okay, well, related to that, actually, go ahead and share my screen here. This report comes to us from Tom's Guide. ChatGPT 5 might be right around the corner. Rumors say they could land this month, and it's supposedly a major leap forward. So we're seeing the dot races again with releasing new updates. The buzz is really about reasoning, longer memory, better personalization, and maybe finally multimodal capabilities built right in. Not just text, but images, audio, maybe even video in a unified model. Right now, a lot of it is kind of broken out into separate interfaces, depending on what you're doing with video or images. And also a context window. Some are hinting at massive expansions within the context window as well. Why it matters, if ChatGPT 4 was like a calculator for language, GPT 5 could be the first step towards true AI thinking partners. But as always, we won't just be measuring what it can do. We'll be watching what it forgets to tell us it can do, which kind of brings me to my experience this past week with ChatGPT 4.0 to 4.1. While I was working on a project on July 5th, all of a sudden I just was informed by ChatGPT on my mobile device that I was now using GPT 4.1. It just updated on its own. And that's where the ghost in the machine kind of popped up. There was a pretty big glitch. I saw a full chat thread within ChatGPT. This was within a project, not just something that was flippantly sort of brought up. The whole chat vanished. The heading was still there, but there was no text at all, and none of the images that were generated within that thread were saved. So that was a big surprise. It was interesting though, like some questions that I was asking it. It did something different, which I'm assuming is new functionality in 4.1, where it actually it split the screen and gave me two different options, almost like a choose your own adventure book, and said, which direction do you want to go with this? And then that's when everything kind of broke down. So really, it's a reminder that even the smartest AI doesn't have memory the same way that we do. It can give you answers, but it can also forget the task, misplace a file, or quietly reset the conversation. And why that matters, obviously, is because more and more people are using AI for real work. And if it can forget your assets mid-project, what happens when it's running medical records, legal contracts, or critical infrastructure stuff. And this, by the way, was ChatGPT Plus. It wasn't just the free version. That we experienced this. So yeah, AI hallucinations are one thing, but the forgetfulness is the real kind of ghost in the machine there. So that leads to the obvious question: how to avoid it from happening, and or what to do when you hit said ghost in a machine. I've got a laundry list of best practices that I'll post in the show notes and also the episode blog. But some high level tips and tricks involve, screenshotting things that you like and you've spent time on, copy and pasting chat highlights to your own documents, double checking the asset libraries within the tool that you're using, watch for sudden modal upgrades, modal upgrades rather, and refresh with caution because that can wipe some stuff out. And keep a local save habit. So that's kind of the rundown there on the ChatGPT side. Let's switch over to you.
So yeah, and those are good points because they've been trying to work on the memory. I believe it was a couple weeks ago. I don't remember when precisely. They did talk about the improvement of the memory. So I do think that, of course, like once you go for more specialized field, you do need that element over there, right? One thing that I'm just trying to work with is with they have a tab, and that's been there for a few months, I believe, which is projects. So you can have multiple conversations or images or documents over there, and then work with them, right? But yes, so that's some work in progress on the memory. That's a thing they've been working towards. But yes, they do not have like the full memory of everything you talked. Awesome. So let me see just what I have next here, which is also news. So it doesn't stop, guys. AI doesn't sleep. Let me share with you guys this screen. This is just incredible. It's golden time, and I tell you guys, like whoever is interested, especially in creative side, for designers, I'm gonna share a few things about with designers here. Gamers, it's gonna be there pretty soon as well. It's just amazing. Okay, so this is Flow. I'm on the VO3. So what they added this week was a couple days ago is the capability of you adding a image, and from that image you are able to create a video. So two options here that are very interesting is one, let me see on the screen if you can see. Let me just, it's pretty dark for me, but no, can you see?
I can see it's dark here too,
But do you see these plus signs here?
No, I'm just seeing the date in the upper left-hand side, and then
No worries. So below the, let me see if I can go lower here.
Should I go full screen, perhaps?
Let's try that.
Okay.
Let me see, because it's right below.
There we go.
Okay, so now can you see those two plus signs here?
Yeah, I can.
Awesome. Yep. So here, this is interesting because it shows different functionalities. One of them is I can add an image here and a second image here. So what it basically is going to do is going to create a video that it's a motion from the first image to the second image. But what I'm going to do is a little bit different and simpler. I'm just going to add one image. I'm going to do that a couple times. It's worth to use those credits just because this is
yeah, for you guys. We'll do anything.
Yes.
Well, not anything.
True. Good point. Go way out now. Okay, so I do have an interesting, I don't even know how to put it. So basically what I'm doing, I love the drag and drop. So drag and drop, let me break character here, AI character, if I can put like this. So drag and drop is you take a document and you drop in another spot. So here they give us the functionality of drag and drop. So, but the problem is right now, simple problem though, first world problem definitely, is that on the Apple, if you have your mouse on the lower bottom, the Genius bar, I think that's the name, it comes up, right? So the place where I should add the image, it's low enough that it does not allow me to drag and drop the image over there. So just a first world complaint. Now I'm gonna need to do ancient way is I'm gonna click the place, I'm gonna drag the, and it did not work. So I still have to do, okay, so let's do
Bleeding
this.
edge of technology.
Hey, it's like 56 steps to reach that. Okay,
It's going to ask you for more tokens.
my goodness. No, make an upload. No, and I have to do like two. It's because, so the image that I have, guys, it's a AI image that I just downloaded, and the name it's like a text 8-9. So, but I'm searching here. Airline 8-9. What else? And as a reward, I'm gonna do 3 or 4 times. 8-9 3 5 6. So it's like 8-9 3 5 9 3 5 9. That's what happens when you do a live.
Sounds like a song by Chicago.
But it's gonna be worth it because it's a cool image. Okay, so you guys, it's gonna be cool. Okay, you guys can already see the image.
Yeah, we're seeing a helicopter.
Yeah, so this is generated on Midjourney. It was kind of inspired on GTA. So I'm adding the image. Let's see if that takes a lot long. Create, I'm gonna be simple over here, a simple motion. Make it feel natural, nothing specific. Create simple motion, make it feel natural. Make it feel natural. Okay, so make sure to use the VO3 fast, that way you don't use like 10 times less credits or 5 times less credits than the quality one. And I'm generating 2 of them. VO3 so we can have sound. We have a comment here. Oh, it's hard to hear? Okay.
Oh, yeah, your microphone needs to move closer to your face.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you. Thanks, really appreciate it. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's way better.
Awesome. Okay. So this video is generating. I'm gonna already advance with the next ones. Ricardo. Yeah, I was so excited with the news that. So.
Ham and eggs.
Huh?
Steak and eggs.
Yes. You guys have an interesting name for that. Steak and eggs. We call that. Which motion can I add over here? What do you think, Noah? Steak and eggs.
Eating. How about eating?
Okay, let's see what happens. Eating. Okay. You know how we call this?
In Portuguese?
Yeah.
No.
I try to remember.
It'd be funny if it was steak and eggs.
It's beef on a horse.
Beef on a horse.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, because it's like protein on top of protein?
No, it's because of the... What was it? I searched it, but I forgot. Can you believe that I forgot that?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, that's why I have the image, because I made the research.
I'm the old one, man. I'm the one supposed to be forgetting stuff.
Oh, man. But that's just so good. All right, cut and save. All right, one good thing is that we can have multiple of the creations online on the making. So that's one good thing. So it seems like the first one is already done. Let me go for the third one here. Motion, the background, people said
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Okay. All right, so let's see with the first one. Tell me, Noah, if the sound is good. Let's see if we have sound.
Yeah.
Awesome. Seems pretty good for me. I do think that's very good,
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
right? Let me try the other one. This one right here. Also pretty good. Yeah. So we can see over here the boats.
Yeah, look at the wake. Look at the wake behind the boat.
This one right here.
Yeah, and you can see the boats bouncing up and down with the ripples on the water.
Yes.
That's pretty impressive.
Right. So those are slower, but you still see the things here. Man, this is yes.
Hmm.
This is. I
Can you turn the volume of the video sound down a little bit?
let me see. Yes, it seems like I can. Awesome.
There you go.
Right there is good. So I'm not hearing anything, guys, but is that good?
I can hear it.
Awesome. All right, so let's see the next one. Let's.
I'm still hearing the chopper though.
Oh, okay. The other one.
Yeah.
That's
maybe pause that.
So yes, so that's one thing that I'm pretty sure they're gonna fix. That is this continuous play. I do think like at least when we move away from it, it should stop. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna fix that. I don't think anyone wants to have like the thing playing while things are happening. So this one, the image is amazing.
And that's making me hungry.
Oh man, this is
Why you do that to me?
hey to us and the whole everybody else. All right, so let me go for the sound here. Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah.
No one eating,
Even
but
more hungry.
believe me, that's
When are they
what-
going to add smell to this?
They had a joke a long time ago, Noah. They had a joke on Google Knows. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, Google Knows. It was an ad of Google Knows, but it was that it's not that Google's knows of knowledge, but knows as the nose, Nose. That you can smell the images now, and they have a whole ad about it. But it was a joke. It was just I think it was an April Fool first, something like that. Let's see if we have too much of a variation. So this one we have a little bit of camera motion. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, I like the background noise.
Is it like a grill?
Yeah, but you can also hear almost like a cook in the background moving stuff.
Oh, let me try to hear from here and see. Oh, now this one might be loud. Let me hear from here and tell me if it's giving too much echo. Ooh, the grilling. Oh man, that's good. Let me hear the other one. Yes. Look at the precision, man. Man, this is. Did it give a lot of echo when my
no,
sound was on?
I didn't hear echo on that one. I have in the past, but not on this one.
No, perfect. So this one, I'm not sure what's gonna come from it because it's a painting style. So let's see.
Is Veo its own company, or is somebody behind that?
So that's the Google, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so Google Video Generator. And let's see. I have sounds on. It's not all the way up. Oh, look at that, man.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Oh, man.
I don't know about the trumpets, but
I mean, it started, right? Like, it was inspired.
Almost sounds like the beginning of The Godfather.
Oh, what was that?
Who was that guy? That's
was-
like Monty
Oh, there you
Python
go.
right there. Was that a Viking?
No, I mean, it's something. It's something.
We just turned that into a comedy.
That is true. It was supposed to be very sad, dramatic. Let me try one more thing
That's
here.
what happens when you do it live.
Hey, that's what happens if you do it live. So let me see if they have to expand. So they do have the expand, but what did not happen actually was that the expand did not expand the sound. Let's see if it does right now. So what comes next? If it expands the sound, this is adding because they didn't. You could only expand on the VO2.
All right, so the idea then is it's looking at this almost like a video editor timeline. So it's not just the image that's stretching; it's also stretching out the sound.
So that's what we're gonna figure out, right?
Yeah.
Because last time I used it, it would not expand the sound. It would use the VO2. It seems like it's expanding on VO3, so it might expand. It seems like it's gonna expand the sound, but before it was not expanding the sound. Before it would expand only the visual. But if this expands the sound, man, it's another it's an additional element here that
Yeah, I mean, I'm blown away even when expand is used on a still image. Like I've been playing around a little bit with that in Canva on the non-free version.
oh, I see. That's
And that's pretty amazing too.
it
Really
truly is.
helpful actually. With a lot of social media, they have different requirements and sizes for the image. It's actually really frustrating. So it can really shorten the timeline on putting that kind of stuff together.
Yeah. Like okay, I don't so one thing that I just realized it's why is it 2012 here? I mean, guys, come on. Come on. All right, so we're just waiting. I'm going to refresh this screen in a couple seconds just to see if
Have you had success with this in the past, or is this all brand new?
so I did have the success in the sense that okay, let me see. Did it expand it? Let me just see. No, it did not expand. Oh no, this is the second one. I hope I use this one right here.
That Viking flying by is never going to get old.
Man, that was funny. I hope I expanded this one right here. Okay. Now I don't even know where did I go, man. There you go. Add to the scene. Extend.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
starting over.
Yeah, we can move on, and then I can come.
Sure.
We can
Yeah.
go back to this
Let's do
one.
that. Let's do that.
Hopefully works, man. I'm excited for this to expand with sound, and if it's coherent, we're gonna like it. We're gonna really enjoy it.
All right. So this next report is brought to us by Wired.com. Microsoft, OpenAI, and Anthropic are teaming up with the AFT, the Teachers Union, for a National AI Academy. We've talked about AI in classrooms before, but this is the biggest structured push yet. The idea is to train real K through 12 teachers on how to actually use AI like ChatGPT, Copilot, and Claude, not as a threat, but as a teaching assistant. And it's not just about the tools. There's a strong emphasis on responsible use, guardrails, and really making sure that teachers don't get left behind while kids experiment faster than the system can keep up, which is always the case. Those little guys, they pick up information so fast. Why this matters, this is really the front line of AI literacy. If we want students to learn how to think with AI, their teachers need to understand it first. And so, that's pretty fascinating to take a look at. It's $22.5 million that's being put into this program from all the different generators of AI. What are your thoughts on that, Rick?
I don't think it should be much of a hurry on it. Like it's the natural motion. Like the professors of the day, mostly the ones specialized in the field, they are the ones who gonna kind of know something about it. To try to bring every single professor, like it surely should offer the means. But the natural motion is that the new generation that will be engaged with AI, that's the generation that it's going to bring forward the new education structure with AI, right? So just like the computers, so on and so forth. Remember, I think I talked about it before. Something very, very funny was I used to have this image here, but I don't think I have it right now. Was like mathematics professors protesting against calculators. So it's like it's a natural motion, and yes, so it should have be incentivized for the professors. Naturally, students gonna have a better inclination. The joke that we used to say is like, if it's related to computer, just ask for the youngest person in the room. Feel like today it's a little bit different. Like most people in the room would know how to do with a computer, but the motion is very natural. So
yeah, most of the professors I've interacted with, they're well aware that AI is here to stay. I do kind of wonder over time, though, how it will affect open book exams, and if at all.
What do you mean by? I learned about open book exams like recently. I didn't knew about open book exams. It's not that I didn't knew about
Well,
it.
it just means that you have access to any resource that's out there, and also nobody's over your shoulder watching.
Yeah.
Right.
When did they start that over here?
A long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, but even before the web, you basically that's where the term comes from. You literally take the study material, open book, and you can try to leaf through it all you want.
Yeah.
There's usually a time limit. The idea being that if the test is long enough, it would take you too long to actually find the area inside the text that you need. But now with AI, it absolutely can. So I'm curious to see where that goes.
Yeah, time awaits no man. I didn't have that. They didn't have open book tests. But yeah, I think we are already there. Remember there was this video of this professor. There's this AI. I don't even know which AI it is. But it's through social media. You see students using it, which is basically you generate a square over the question and the answers, and it gives you the answer in that same screen, right? And I remember there was I saw a few videos showing that AI tool, and like in a few of them you have just the person using, another one you have conflict. There is a camera behind, and it gets the person using it, and the professor tell the student to leave the room. There's another video which is precisely the opposite, which is the professor showing how to use that technology. So it's like you have all this variation. I think it's already here for those who know that technology. I don't know precisely which one it is, but it's already there. It's already here, not there. It's here. Yeah, so now, do you have other view on that?
No, that's actually, that's what I had to discuss, really.
No, awesome. So I have two very cool tools here that it's Recraft and Krea. They are very big for, you're going to kind of resemble this one with Canva. They are very big for designers, and they are pretty incredible.
It looks a lot like Canva.
Right? And so you basically import an image, and then you work with the image. Right?
Is this a free tool? Or?
I'm using it for free. It gives like 100 credits for it to use.
What's the name of it again?
It's Recraft.ai.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's pretty amazing. If I go to the first page here, let's go to projects actually. So I don't know why, man. I mean, they have such an incredible interface. Everything is clean, nice, but their choice of typography here, it's not there. I mean,
it's very 1960s.
Right? It's like,
I feel like I'm in an episode of Bewitched or something.
So I mean, but it's pretty amazing. So their image generation it's in progress. Text generation is also in progress, but that's not their strong suit. So they do have like many things that you can do it. So it's very close to editing an image. You have the brush, so area, so on and so forth. Remove background. Um, let's see if they're gonna do a good job. Very, very good job. You probably have tools to kind of work it through this here, but overall it's pretty good. Mock, this one you use the, if I remember correctly, you can change, you can add, work with colors. This one is gonna ask me to upgrade. Very affordable though, the pricing. We're gonna get to the pricing in a bit. Let me see what else. There was something I did want to show, and I didn't play much with this one. So you see here, like you have all those elements like text, comment, brush, import image. Let's see favorites. Let's see. That's my favorites, not the overall. Let's go to community. So like you do have image generation. They do work with the realism. So you do have multiple elements here. It's just like incredible the stage that we are at. So you basically can generate your image and you can edit your image easily over here. A very positive thing is that they do give you free credits. I think that's a huge advantage to bring people to learn about their tools. Let's check out their price. Their price is not that bad as well. $10 a month, billed per year. Just like most AI tools out there, many AI tools out there, should I say. Advanced for $30, pretty good for those in the field, and $50 for Pro. Definitely worth the try for those who are in the field. Definitely. Font no bueno. Yes, it's like no bueno. But yes, but and again, right? Overall, really nice. Easy to use interface. Very intuitive, straightforward, clean. So I like those elements there. And now I'm gonna show, just in parallel to this one, is one that it's also very, very similar. It's more complete than the Kria. This one is, and they're very similar, by the way. Actually, that one, I'm gonna show Kria, by the way. That one was Recraft.ai. This one is Krea, Krea.ai. This is another one that is pretty cool. Very complete, man. I think like this one right here. Let me do some. So let me log out here, Noah. Just put us in the screen, because I'm gonna log in. Okay, so let me log in on. No, I don't want to sign up. I want to log in. I want to see if I have credit that to use to show you guys, because this one has so many cool tools. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna bring it back. That's the Krea. So this one, you guys gonna like it. So they're look at what they do. So they generate image, they enhance image, so quality. I did not try every single tool here, but I tried multiple. They train, so many AI do that. Talk with our AI, generate images or videos with Krea, so that's just a chat to do that. Explore and recreate stunning Krea images. They do generate videos. One cool thing about them, so this is interesting. They do have their own engine to generate video, but one cool interesting thing about them is that they have all the multiple options for video generation. Why this is very, very cool? It's because, for example, I remember that Pika Labs demanded too many things for me to generate a video. I think we would have to go, I don't think they are like that anymore, but we had to generate the video on Discord, and I have like a hard time using Discord, but multiple people have an easy time. The thing is that if they can bring a way to generate images in natural language within all the other video generators, like I know that Midjourney, you can use codes to generate different styles, which is good if you know the code. And if you can bring a natural language to generate those same content, I would love that. That's amazing. So edit, add projects, change style, expand photos generation. So this one does the photo expansion and generation, and also change style of the same photo. This is pretty cool. Create 3D objects. This is amazing. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Video restyle, I would imagine is just change the style of the video. One that I'm gonna try, probably the first one that I'm gonna try, is this real-time AI rendering. This is very interesting. It's a good entertainment. Video lip sync, it's a big deal. Assets and stage 3D. So stage 3D scene editor with AI generated meshes. I have not worked on that one. Some of them consume a lot of credit. Advantage here, they do give you credit daily as well. So you have like 100% credit. It's kind of those tokens kind of measurement, so it's hard to really define how you're using your credits. But one thing that I really enjoy about them is that it's right here. So it's showing right here and it's real time. You generate one thing and it's right there. So you use 10%, 20%, 50% of your credit. So let me give you guys a live example. Let's see if it's this one right here, real time. So look at this. How cool is that, Noah? So for example, basically what I have here is I have and I'm not an expert in this. I just felt it was so entertaining, so amazing that I said, what the heck? So basically all I have here is one image on the left side of the screen and a couple shapes, right? So I can move the shapes around, and what's happening is real time on the right side is generating an image related to the prompt that I have over here. They already chose a cool prompt, but I'm going to change this prompt just to give you guys an idea. And we have this AI strength. So when I was playing around, I realized that was around 60%. I start getting back to that original shape that we have in the left side. So there it goes. So 60%, we start having the original shape. But observe that everything that we have here reflects what, in a sense, what we have over on the right side. So if I keep on going, it just get closer and closer to the what we have on the right side, right? Now, if we go like farther and farther away, then it starts creating things according to, right? So you have this shape, we have this over here, we have this shape, right? So this is like something this is pretty cool. And here it's consuming my credits, so it's showing you guys what's doing to the credits. But I like, so this is something that I said like last week, and I feel like every single one of them should have that. Like the easier to see, the better. But I feel like people kind of restrict their use if they're managing how much credit they have. And to bring to an end here, let's have spaceship arriving to Mars and aliens prepared for a war. Prepared for a war, staring at them. Okay, so we can change the dimensions. Let me do here, and we can also add a image style. So that's something. Okay, so did that work? Do I play enter? What should I do here? Randomize. Okay, so I do have to give a command, but where do I give that command? Not there.
This is where we need Google AI coaching us, right?
Right? Like I could use the... Here I go to menu styles. Hey, I gave the command here. Okay. So let me refresh. So, okay, so spaceship. All right, so let's see. Oh, there you go. So once I get to 50%, start giving shape.
Hmm.
And now 60. Oh, look at that.
Hmm. Weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know how you control the expected behavior on that, but it's interesting.
Yeah, me neither. But it's interesting. Yeah, I wanna. I would like. Oh, look at that.
That's
I wanna
pretty
scroll.
crazy.
Look
Yeah.
at that one.
Yeah.
So I do. I'm very curious because I just played with this like a few minutes, and like people who have the time, because this is very exciting to work around to explore. I'm very curious to see people like what they achieved. Like once they achieved exactly what you said, like that previsibility. And we do have multiple other tools here. Like once more, this website is also user interface is very good. I'm very impressed with the user interface. The what else? Easy to use, very straightforward. You have a huge variation here. One last thing I want to share with you guys. If we go on the bottom left here, we do see that they have multiple uh, possibilities for you to use. So they made a very smart move, Korea. I feel like they're gonna have a good chunk of the market, and this is probably gonna be a big thing if they are always able to have the last up to date, which it seems like they do. So like they have the VO3 Fast that we tried, Kling, which is also a big one, C-Dance, it's very popular right now. Hailuo, also another big one right now. I believe the Van model is their model, which is pretty good as well. But that's like for now that's it. Like I generate some image with them. It's like pretty realistic. They do bring some good images. Work in progress, but yeah. Video image pretty complete, easy to use. Strongly encourage anyone on the field to try it out. Yeah, that's what I have for the
Right on. Pretty interesting
designers.
stuff. Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing that. Yeah.
Sure thing.
Let's see. Let's grab another headline here. You know, we've talked a lot about Grok and we've talked about OpenAI and what they've got going on. Let's take a look at what old metaverse is happening. So if we go to take a look here, this story comes to us from Routers. Meta's on a hiring spree, and they're not subtle about it. They're poaching top AI engineers from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, and even Apple. They've basically created what they're calling a superintelligence team, and the names they're bringing in include key figures from competing labs. Meta's goal: catch up or leapfrog by stacking elite talent and building their own frontier modal ecosystem. Meta's new superintelligence labs isn't really playing around anymore. They've already attracted big names like Ruming Pang from Apple, Daniel Gross, Nat Friedman, and 3 researchers from OpenAI's Zurich team. And the compensation reports are saying the signing bonuses have hit $100 million, with total packages reaching up to $300 million over 4 years. That's from Wired.com. Even senior level engineers are getting $1 million to $1.5 million a year in base pay and RSUs. Why it matters: this isn't just poaching; it's a seismic shift in AI compensation. Meta's banking on building superintelligence, and it's saving money, and elite talent can buy influence. But such huge pay packages also raise questions: sustainability, inequality in tech, and whether money alone can buy loyalty and groundbreaking innovation. Yeah. So that's kind of a big one. I mean, those salaries are starting to blow away your biggest sports stars. I guess that's the way things are shifting. But it's interesting to see how the different companies are attacking the competitive side of it, right? Like clearly Meta's just like, all right, let's just throw money at these guys and see what they come up with.
Yeah.
as opposed to some of the other strategies that are out there.
I can tell you one of them. Hey, especially because you brought Meta, I'm not gonna expand. I do have a couple of things that I would just like cover up because they are so interesting that I'd like to cover them up. So let me give you this example on Meta, unless you wanted to complete something there.
No,
I
that's
don't know
it.
if I could.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So let me show you. Start with the Meta since you were brought that, and you're gonna like this one. So let me give you one. First, let me start with this one point here. I've done one a live this weekend, and where last week we talked about that one. Do you remember that device that it's IO? Was that
Mhm.
IO? Yes, input output.
Yeah,
So
it was related to some lawsuits as well, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
But the thing is that it got me thinking. So what would be the ideal device? Because I don't think that it's a device that it's going to revolutionize um, um, AI, right? Like you do need the device that you can use AI. So you have inputs and outputs. And I said in this program that I developed that the device that has the potential to revolutionize AI, and by revolutionize I mean like you won't need your phone anymore, it's the glasses. Why? Because the glasses you do have the visuals. So in the glasses you do have the visuals. You have the possibility to add the audio. So you do have the two kind of major elements to get information. The two major elements of output, audio and visual. And tell me if you guys, anyone agree or disagree, what do you guys think? And besides that, the amount of inputs you do have for inputs, and I discovered some incredible. So for inputs, we have the obvious, you can talk. And so that's the big, in a sense, a big input there. You also have the visual input. I don't think people realize, but this technology is not new. This technology is being developed for a while. It's like the direction and how long you look to a direction, that can be an input. So it's like if you were clicking, but you're giving a command with your eye, with your stare. And there's another input that I just recently figured is that, and I think was from one of the Meta glasses, was like the Meta glasses gives you the heartbeat. And I asked, how the heck it gets your heartbeat? And it seems like it's just the sensor that goes in by touching your skin, that's another sensor.
Yeah, I think the Fitbit does something like that. I could be mistaken.
Yeah. So like,
And the Apple Watch.
yeah, but the Apple Watch is your wrist, right?
Yeah.
So that would be simpler. But like, then I said, why? So by the way, so we do have that, and there are even more interesting inputs as well. So you do have all the inputs there. So glasses, it has the potential to revolutionize AI. Hopefully, other AI like Grok also engage on it. So why did I said that? Because now I'm sharing the screen. Essilor Luxottica, incredible big name, shares jump after reports that Meta bought 3% stake. So it seems like Meta invested. And by the way, Essilor Luxottica, it's nobody else more or less than Ray-Ban. So
Is it
Ray-Ban
even
glasses.
possible to pronounce that name correctly?
I
In
mean,
English?
those guys, I think in English, that's a good point. I mean, we speak shopping. We say shopping, right? If we read shopping at first time, it might sound weird. I think it's just like Essilor Luxottica. I mean, if we hear someone who knows how to speak, we might know.
It probably wouldn't even sound like it looks.
That's true. Essilor. I mean, it's Franco-Italian.
How many silent
so,
letters do we have in that thing?
right? So German letters had bigger letters, believe me. But these are like two of them combined. So this is Franco-Italian, so from Romantic languages. So it could be Essilor Luxottica. Anyways, I just want to give the price, and I give a short one for the other one, which is, so this is 3.5 billion that they the stake that they bought from Ray-Ban. And the other one, also very quick, just to comment here because it's a big one. It's the Mirage for gamers out there. I do think after I watch this, it could happen that this is like a real time. So for example, imagine like this. Let me give the example instead of trying to explain. You get your controller, you are playing, so this is being generated real time, no one developed or anything like that. It seems better than GTA 1, believe me, but it's just like GTA 2, I could say. And you have such an incredible team behind it that I'm pretty sure they're gonna advance really quick. And this, by the way, is kind of the goal for Midjourney. So Midjourney has all the videos. If somehow they kind of meet each other, not that it's any of their interests, maybe they have completely different foundation and it doesn't work like that, but it's there. And here it's basically a team we have people from Google, Nvidia, Amazon, Sega, Apple, Microsoft, Carnegie Mellon University, UC San Diego. I'm pretty sure lots of more incredible potential team over there. This already is pretty incredible. I'm going to be observing. This progress is just kind of very, very exciting. And for me, for tonight, that's all. Noah, if you want to pick it up with something.
Sure thing. Yeah, we're right at 7:00 right now. There's just so much stuff that's happened in the past few days here. We got two more headlines to kind of go through. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this guy here, which is OpenAI is doubling down on Nvidia. Despite a partnership with Google Cloud, OpenAI is reportedly pushing Google's TPUs aside in favor of Nvidia's GPUs. This is a kind of a chess move. Nvidia's dominance in the AI hardware is real. In fact, today Nvidia just became the first company in history to surge past 4 trillion valuation mark. That's trillion with a T. 12 zeros. And OpenAI clearly thinks those GPUs give them a better edge for training their frontier models. It also says something about how tricky the AI hardware stack is. Google might offer great TPUs, but if the tools in the ecosystem are easier to scale on NVIDIA, well, that's where the power flows. And if you're wondering what that means, TPUs and GPUs are both chips used to train AI models. GPU stands for graphic processing units and are super versatile and have become the go-to hardware for training large models like GPT. TPUs is tensor processing units, are Google's custom-built chips optimized specifically for deep learning tasks on their own platform. Now, OpenAI is choosing to prioritize on NVIDIA's GPU stack, which likely means better tooling, more developer support, and faster scaling. Even with access to Google's TPUs through their cloud deal, OpenAI clearly sees NVIDIA as its better long-term bet. Why this matters? This isn't just about which chip is faster. It's about infrastructure loyalty, performance reliability, and betting on the winning hardware ecosystem in a $30 billion AI arms race. Any thoughts on that one, Rick?
No. It's just a huge amount of money, but expected, right? I feel like it's expected. Every time you take a front on a technology of such scale, that's the possibilities.
All right, our next and final topic here is Google's DeepMind spinoff, Isomorphic Labs, is on the brink of dosing real patients with cancer drugs that were entirely designed by AI. This isn't just tech hype, it's real-world biotech. Using AlphaFold 3, the AI that predicts protein structures, Isomorphic Labs has designed oncology candidates and is now prepping for human clinical trials, potentially within weeks. They've raised over $600 million, struck billion-dollar partnerships with Novartis and Eli Lilly, and are aiming to solve a disease with an AI-powered drug engine. Why this matters. Speed and precision. Traditional drug developments can take 10 plus years. AI might compress that to under 2 years. Cost effectiveness. Fewer failed trials could dramatically reduce R&D costs. And a new paradigm. If this works, biomedicine enters a digital-first era. AI designs and we test. And let's see, that's basically a wrap. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. That's episode 13 of Your Daily AI News. Thank you so much for joining us and participating. Please email us with any questions or comments you have at yourdailyainews@gmail.com. Please like and subscribe. Turn on the alerts. You can also visit renegadechronicles.com and RSVP to the upcoming events in the section, as well as get reminders there. And there's complimentary blog articles also. And we'll be updating the show, the episode notes as well on YouTube. And have a wonderful rest of your week. I'm Noah McDonough.
Hey, really appreciate you all. My hair today, I'm like a son of a barber.
Son of a barber. I'm going to steal
You
that.
guys don't have that saying here.
Oh, it's a real saying.
Right? Yeah, it is. It's like I showered, I dressed, I washed my hair, and my hair stays like this. And not only that, but it feels like I fell in a bucket of perfume.
How do you say that in Portuguese? Son of a barber.
Filho de barbeiro.
All right. Well, now we're trilingual here at Your Daily AI News. We got some Spanish going. We got some Portuguese.
Hey, y'all, and same as Noah said, just make sure to like, subscribe, share if possible. It truly helps the channel. Thanks again for you as well, Noah.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week.